Hello my bookworms, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sydney. Today's video is going to be another house renovation vlog. So hey, what's up? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. I recently did a book shopping with my mom video for Mother's Day where we did a little competition style. We went around Barnes & Noble and we picked out 5 books for one another, and it was a grand old time. That video, I knew that it would like be received well, but I didn't know it would be received as well as it is. Y'all had so much fun with it and the people have spoken. There were so many comments of please have her in more videos, like so on and so forth. And my mom texted me recently, she's like, we gotta deliver, we gotta give the people what they want. And we had already previously planned for her to come down and help us with this landscaping gardening project. So I am deciding to do another vlog with her. She's driving down later today. I'm excited to have her come down. I cleaned literally all day yesterday. The house is spotless. So now this morning, the last thing I'm going to do is just fold the load of laundry that I washed last night while finishing the audiobook of If We Were Villains by ML Rio. I have less than an hour left of it and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a book where the atmosphere and vibes are extremely like foreboding. Like I know something bad is gonna happen. Obviously a lot of bad things do happen early on in the story, sort of, because we know that someone dies and someone else has been in jail for 10 years because of the situation that happened. Because the story is about a group of friends who are in this theater program at this college, Delacour, I think. And they're 4th years, so they're doing a tragedy. They're doing Caesar. And this group of friends are the last, I think there's 7 of them in the beginning, but one of them ends up dying, and ultimately one of the friends who didn't commit the murder is convicted and sent away for 10 years in jail. And the detective that put him away at the end of the 10-year sentence is like, look, I'm no longer in the police academy, like I'm resigning as chief. I just need to know what happened. No repercussions, like nothing will come of it. I just need to know. So it's the story of the main character going back through all of the events that took place, and it's like nerve-wracking. It's like just a subtle knowledge that something sinister is really going on within this friend group and just the situation in general, and just like new things are getting revealed along the way. The way that the book is written is beautiful. The writing is amazing. It's very heavily Shakespeare, like they're theater majors, right? So it's obviously very like academic. The characters will go in and out of prose from Shakespeare plays, and I have never read Shakespeare, so that is one thing that I wish that I had a background in while I was reading this book, because like I can understand like the Old English kind of verbiage a little bit, but I don't recognize like where the quotes are from or like what plays or anything. So that kind of sucks, but also I am appreciating the fact that those are in there and I do enjoy that. Another thing about the writing that I absolutely am loving is it'll seamlessly go from like dialogue saying like Sydney said to where if there is multiple people having a conversation, it'll go almost like it's a playwright. Like it'll say like Sydney, Caleb, Sydney, Avi, Juno, like with the dialogue, instead of just like so-and-so said, they said, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was a really fun addition to the actual writing of the story. I am enjoying a lot of aspects about it. And I only have like an hour left, so obviously there's going to be some other big reveal or something going on because the characters are unwell. They're unwell at this point in the story. So I will come back and let you know what my final thoughts are. But yeah, ultimately having a great time. I'm going to fold laundry. I'm going to make a latte, finish this book, and then I have to decide whether I'm going to film today or just like not do anything and just lay on the couch and read a different book after I finish this one. And if I sound sick, it's because I've sneezed upwards of 100 freaking times today because my allergies are off the chain and I can't even handle it. My eyes are puffy, my nose is all stuffed up, so if you're wondering, yes, I am also very unwell. But in the meantime, let's turn on this espresso machine and make a latte first and foremost. Listen, it's 5 stars. and I have some thoughts on it. So it was a solid like 4.5 up until that last hour of the book. I was predominantly listening to it on audio, so I don't know the exact like page numbers. Maybe the last like 50 pages or so really made this book a 5-star read for me. Like I just have that feeling where emotionally I can't give it anything else. Like it's beautiful. I already talked about how I really enjoyed the writing and the little ways that the formatting of the story made it look sort of like a playwright. Is that even the right word to say, playwright? I don't know, a script? I don't listen to Shakespeare, but am I going to? Am I going to order like Shakespeare plays to read? Maybe. Like I am looking through the author's note of what books in particular, what plays, what collections this author like used most for this story, and am I gonna order them? Possibly. Like, oh my goodness. The storyline is not what gave this 5 stars. Like there was no like grand plot twist that had me reeling like, oh my God, I had no idea. I did not see that coming. It was how the story was told. It was the writing. It was, oh my God, the last 50 pages. There is a scene between Oliver and James that had me there. I was in that moment with them. It was written so perfectly that I felt like I was in those woods with them. I felt that atmosphere and the emotion, and wow. Am I being so dramatic? I feel dramatic right now. But like this book in and of itself, like it's a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a tragedy. In the essence of Shakespeare, it is a tragedy. But also like, oh, it's so beautiful. Wow, I actually really love it. And I'm so glad that I ended up buying this book in this edition. And I was at one of my local bookstores recently. The more that it sits with me, the more and more I just love it. Wow, really, really happy about it. And I realized that I started filming and not knowing what else I'm gonna say other than reviewing the book because I still don't know what I'm gonna do next. I folded my laundry. It is done. It is folded. I did the dishes. Realistically, I probably should film. That's what makes sense. So I might film my spin the bottle for next month. I can't even believe that it's gonna be July. Wait, May? June? June. It is May currently. So I think I might sit here and journal for a little bit, kind of get my thoughts together, and then set up to film next month's TBR, which is freaking crazy because it feels like this month has been long, but it feels like it shouldn't be over yet, if that makes sense. Wow. I am just really happy about that book. I feel like a slight book hangover, honestly. Like I don't know where to go from here. Like what could I possibly read? I mean, of course I have options, right? We always have options. I was planning on potentially reading Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson, or I have Woman Running in the Mountains, or What My Bones Know. That one's too heavy. I can't read that right now. I'm fragile. I can't do that to myself. Or I have The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin, or Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. Hot dog. I have so many options. Oh, or I can read The Final Offer and kind of like come back to a just kind of like romance, I don't know, palate cleanser. Oh, I don't know what to do. This is how I feel. I feel like I'm drowning. Wait, oh no, too soon. That just hurt my heart. I will not elaborate on that. I will not elaborate. If you know, you know. But okay, I'm gonna, journal and try to figure out my life. Realistically, I will probably film a video. And then my mom will probably be here by the time I'm done. Maybe I'll even brush my hair. Okay, bye. Okay, hi, I just finished filming my Spin the Bottle video. It is a little bit of a chaotic mess. I don't even know how that video went, honestly. It was kind of chaotic, messy, all of the things. This next month, I just have so many like random options and no solidified plans that I hope that that video even like freaking made sense. That's how I feel right now. But I'm just kind of cleaning up. My mom is like 15 minutes away now, and I don't know what she thinks is happening. I don't know what our plan is when she gets here. I kind of thought that I would have a little bit more time before she got here, but filming this video actually took longer than I had expected, which I should have expected. Shit, I didn't choose a greenhouse compendium. I'm gonna have to go edit that back in. But okay, yeah, I'm just gonna finish cleaning up and obviously film a quick clip for that because I totally forgot, even though I specifically put it sitting next to me so that I wouldn't forget, but I did.
The hills they seem all green, but they hide all the monsters. And you kept holding my hand as you reached for water. On the hills by the lake you were chasing your dream. And I gave you a rose that you kept unseen. Kept unseen.
Landscaping yesterday was an absolute task. We were out there for probably like 7 hours. All of the dirt that we have was either extremely wet clay, so like very thick and hard to move, or just very old and hasn't been landscaped in probably over 5 years, so like hard as a rock basically. Every single time I had to shovel, I had to like jump on the shovel and like put my full weight on it to like dig these holes, and we bought a lot of plants. We had a lot of plants to plant, but it looks so good. Very, very happy, very excited at how much of a difference a single day made. Really, really happy about how it turned out. My mom just left. She ended up staying and finished Daisy Jones and the Six. She has been reading that book for a bit and she ended up really liking it. But right now, currently today, I am not feeling at my tip-top shape. So the plan of the day, I made myself get ready. I just put on some like tinted sunscreen, did my eyebrows, and that's all that you're getting. I put on an outfit that I know might not look the best, but I purely just put on an outfit that I know that I would feel comfortable in right now in my body, and that is an oversized button-up, a black t-shirt, and just some loose-fitting jeans. And I just wanted to feel comfortable, you know? I wanted to feel like cozy and safe in the clothes that I put on today, if that makes sense. Caleb's at work, so I'm kind of like on my own today. I really should spend some time like editing my Spin the Bottle video for this Sunday, and I might do that later, but right now I need to do something for me. I need to leave the house and kind of like give my mind a different place to think in, if again, if that makes sense. And we are out of like nice coffee beans, so I think what I'm going to do is take Avi and go get a coffee, some coffee beans, and then put on an audiobook and take Avi for a nice long walk. I don't know what audiobook I'm going to be choosing though, because I am for sure in a reading slump after If We Were Villains. Like, I don't think it's an extreme reading slump, I just like can't get it out of my head, and I don't know what to do about it. I started Black Cake a couple days ago while I was just getting ready in general. I got 10 minutes into that one. I'm intrigued already. I like the writing right off the bat, but that book in particular, I'm going to be doing an exclusive reading vlog for my Patreon. I pulled it out of last month's Greenhouse Compendium jar in my Spin the Bottle game. So I could listen to that today, or I have the audio for Death by Dumpling that I could start, which might be a fun little cozy thing. Maybe that's what I should try since I'm looking for like cozy, safe vibes today. But yeah, I mean, I'll let you know what I end up choosing. I'm going to go take a peek at my TBR shelf and make that decision before we leave, but I'm gonna go get a coffee and take some time just to, you know, put myself back in a mental space where I feel good again. So let's go try to do that. Avi and I took a very long walk and I listened to about 10%-ish of Black Cake, so that equates to around page 45. And then I sat on the front porch and journaled for probably like 2 hours. That was very nice, very healing. It is now 6:30 in the evening and I feel better. After the day's activities and drinking my favorite little iced coffee, oat milk honey lavender latte that I love to get, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling more, calm and at peace, safe. So I'm really glad that I took the day and kind of did all the things that I needed to do for myself. I even ended up editing some of Sunday's video, which is really nice as well. Now Caleb is home. We're going to make dinner. I work in the morning, 12-hour shift, and then I am off all weekend. And we have a full day on Saturday already planned out, which I'm really, really excited about. I bought tickets for a Monet art exhibit that is going on at one of our little museums here in the city. I've been wanting to go there and I love Monet, so this was a perfect opportunity. Very, very, very excited to go. The plan is to work tomorrow, wake up on Saturday, play tennis, go to the farmer's market, go to lunch, go to the art museum, and then spend the evening doing whatever the heck else we want. So that should be a really fun day. I'm excited to take you along and show you some tidbits of the beauty. But yeah, sorry that I was gonna apologize for my lack of vlogging, but honestly, like, this is just how it is, you know? Not everything's perfect all the time, and that's okay. But I'm happy with how I handled it, and I'm happy with how I feel now, you know? So that's good. I hope you all are having a great day. Caleb and I are gonna go make some dinner and commence the rest of the evening. Good morning. We are currently rushing to make our appointment. I don't know if it's an appointment or not, but we have tickets to that like art Monet experience thing that I told you about earlier. And in typical us fashion, we're rushing.
Well, because we tried to fit so much stuff in this morning.
I know. We had high hopes and lots of activities planned for our morning. We didn't even get to go out to lunch beforehand. I bought our tickets for 1 p.m. so that maybe we can go out and have a nice, like, relaxing lunch beforehand. And I quite literally just shoveled food into my mouth on our way out.
Yeah.
We got up earlier than normal on a Saturday to go play tennis, and I think that we played longer than we thought we would. And then we hit up the farmer's market because it's literally the courts are right next to it. And we grabbed some things, some really tasty looking mushrooms and meat and everything, whatever. But obviously we were very gross and sweaty from playing tennis, so we both needed to shower. I had planned to wash my hair, so I had to wash my hair. It's been a chaotic, like, 2 hours.
Dog needed to get walked.
The dog needed to get walked. Twice. So yeah, we're on our way now. I'm excited though. I mean, it should be really fun. We're gonna be 7 minutes late, but apparently online it says they'll let you in up to a half hour. These idiots.
Oh my God, all these Indy 500 people.
Oh my God, and yeah, it's the Indy 500 this weekend, so Indianapolis is just absolutely chaotic in and of itself. Oh no. And we're hitting traffic.
Oh, it's gridlock.
Well, we might be really late. I'll let you know. I'll update you on our actual arrival time. I hope they let us in. We successfly made it at literally 1:08. We were just being really dramatic.
Really dramatic. It was just a little bit of a slowdown.
Yeah, it was just
went to one lane.
Just went to one lane for like 100 feet. That's it. Oh my God, I'm really excited. We've never been here, and we've lived here for like over 6 years.
I've never been to an exhibit. I went to their Halloween thing.
Oh yeah, once. But we've never been inside.
Yes, correct. I would love to find a parking spot.
Okay, yes.
Close your eyes. Get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand, don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts, it wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Hello friends, it is a new day, and maybe one day I will actually finish filming a vlog within the allotted time that I plan, but today's not that day. And that being said, let's recap a little bit. We obviously went to the art museum. It was super fun. A very cool, like, all immersive exhibit. It was very popular. The museum itself, I think it has like 4 stories, if I'm remembering correctly. So Caleb and I walked around to all of the exhibits. Also very cool. However, the outfit and shoes that I wore, the boots that I wore to this museum was the worst decision I could have possibly made. But listen, I wore them because I had a book in my purse and I knew that I wanted to take an Instagram photo, okay? You gotta do it for the gram, and I did it for the gram. It was worth it, but at what cost? I actually brought Birkenstocks on standby, so as soon as we took that photo, which was like over halfway through our visit, we went back to the car, changed my shoes, and then went back out into the garden to, you know, explore some more. Because the museum has an inside and an outdoor, like, exhibit greenhouse house situation. It was very fun. But the boots definitely tested my will. The original plan of that day was to wake up, play tennis, go out to lunch, and then go to the museum. But as you saw, we were very much running late in typical Sydney and Caleb fashion. So we ended up going out to dinner after the museum, which is just as good. We went to one of our staple spots where we usually go for like anniversary dinners. Because it's a little bit more expensive, we tend to save it for special occasions, and we really haven't gone out to dinner like at all recently. If anything, we just like order food in because we're lazy. And the food was good, but sometimes, you know, like nicer restaurants, their portion sizing are just awful. Caleb got the scallops and I got this like branzino fish. Both of them were very tasty. Caleb, literally, his dish had 2 scallops. Literally just 2 scallops. And it was one of the tastiest things I've ever had, but 2 scallops, you think that, like, I need 17 orders of that one order in order to even try to fill me up. So needless to say, we came home and had leftover pizza as well for dessert. After our first dessert, which we also went out to ice cream afterwards. Like, it was a full day. It was great. But I do also have a book update for you. I have read my first cozy mystery, which is very exciting. It is Death by Dumpling by Vivian Chien. This was so much fun. I definitely remember hearing someone talk about how in these sort of cozy mysteries, you kind of have to have like some sort of suspension of disbelief, which that was something that I had to remind myself of a couple times while reading this, where I was like, this would never happen. And it's like, shut up, Sydney, enjoy the story. And so I shut up and enjoyed the story. I really did love our main character, first and foremost. I loved the little slice of life sort of situation we got while following her as she worked at her parents' restaurant. The coziness and the atmosphere of being in that sort of situation and in this restaurant was really great. Like, especially the simple thing of like her mom making her noodles in the kitchen for her lunch break. Like, I don't know, I loved that. I just like these little things were very small and like normal, but I loved that they were included. The story and mystery of the plot itself, I felt like was done really well. I feel like, and this is like maybe tooting my own horn a little bit, I do think that if I like took time and made like one of those murder boards, I think I could have figured it out. I really do, at least before the final reveal, because I was close. And I did figure it out before our main character did, but that's because it was literally a lob to us readers as like, here you go, this is your final clue. And you figure it out maybe like 5 pages before the main character does. But I do think that I could have solved it earlier than when I did if I actually like put in more effort. But you know, I was just in it for a good time, not a long time. And I'm not saying that that is like a negative thing of the book, the like I could have figured it out. Like I think that this was the exact level of intrigue and mystery that I wanted for a cozy mystery. Like it truly was a great time. I think that when I think of this book, what I will think of most really is like the cozy atmosphere of it. It was lovely. Like even though the writing wasn't anything particularly special for me, I can never say that word, don't come for me, particularly, like moving on. The writing wasn't anything super special for me. And I don't know if what I'm about to say is going to make sense for anyone, but I feel like the vocabulary was different for this book being a cozy mystery than other stories that I've read. Like I don't know if I've ever read a book where someone mulled over something or something is described as finicky. Just like little things like that, like I loved it. I don't know if that's even like a valid thing to say in terms of if anyone has ever thought that as well, or if I was like looking into the word choices too much, but I just feel like there really could have been a different sort of like bank of words used in this cozy mystery than other stories. And I also really enjoyed that. The little dash of romance at the end was adorable, and ultimately I will definitely be continuing in this little cozy series. Thank you so much to Michelle, one of my patrons who sent this to me a while ago. She is the first person who told me about Death by Dumplings and this Noodle Shop mystery series, and she ended up purchasing it for me as a gift, and I am eternally grateful. I'm so excited that I finally read it and will definitely be continuing. Very exciting. I think I would rate it like a 3.5 to a 4, but I would definitely rate it a 4 on Goodreads. But I think that that's all that I have for you today. I really hope that this vlog comes together. Like I have no idea how much footage I have. I feel like there's a lot. We garden, we museumed, and we cozy murder mysteried. I don't know what else you could have wanted, but this is what you're getting. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me for a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. I always appreciate your support. And of course, be kind to one another and happy reading. Bye.